ma'arratan bighayri ilm, which you would have done without knowledge, because of the fact that you ended up doing an action that had a repercussion. So the point of benefit that I want to point out is that, brothers and sisters, we are all responsible for how we behave and how people behave back to us based upon our behavior. Does that make sense? This is such an important point. So if I am good to you, based upon this, you also become good to your children, then that is also from my deeds. But if I am bad to you, rude to you, based upon this, you're rude back to your children, then you know what? It is from my deeds as well. And this is why, brothers and sisters, have you heard of how people who speak about parenting, they say that there's a reason why the eldest son is bad with the younger children. It's perhaps because they saw the mother and the father arguing, or the father being bad to the mother, or the mother being bad to the father. So the eldest children think that they can also behave like that to the younger children. Have you heard of that? Yes or no? Makes sense, right? Logical sense? Absolutely. This is why never ever misbehave in front of your children. Never misbehave in front of anyone for that matter. Because if other people misbehave looking at you, then you are liable for that too. So subhanAllah, this shows you, ikhwani, how many things are we going to find written on our book of deeds on the Day of Judgment, when we're going to say, Ya Rab, I never did this. Why is it in my book? Yes, but you did one deed and someone saw you doing it, and as a result, they're here. So this is why today with social media, you know how we spread our sins today on social media. And for example, a sister puts on a lot of makeup and then she takes a selfie of herself. She takes a selfie of herself. She sends it to 1 million people. What are you expecting? First of all, imagine how many other girls are going to do the same thing looking at you. Imagine how many boys are going to fantasize about you. Imagine how many haram you're going to lead to, correct? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? This is why, brothers and sisters, we have the tools to our own destruction today. It's in our pocket. It's called the mobile phone. And wallahi, we can cause so much harm to ourselves or so much good to ourselves.